Bear down, Chicago Bear fans. Justin Fields named the starter from here on out. Make no mistake about it. This was not Matt Nagy. This came down from ownership. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, ownership, after the embarrassment of the press conferences of Matt Nagy, I guarantee you they called him in and they told him to his face, you embarrassed us, and Andy Dalton is not going to be the starter. It's going to be Justin Fields, and it's not our style to fire a head coach in so early in the season, but we're going to fire you at the end of this year. I doubt they told him that. But Matt Nagy must be fired at the end of this year. Matt Nagy is delusional. He's sensitive, thin skinned, and he's a failure, period. When it comes to being a head coach, he's a failure. Just because you were working for Andy Reid and just because Patrick Mahomes was a quarterback on a team does not mean that you're responsible for Patrick Mahomes' success. It does not mean that you're the key to unlocking the potential of a quarterback. You are unable to do so, Matt Nagy. You are a hindrance. Your play calling sucks. Your sensitivity sucks. And your plan sucks. And as if that wasn't enough to fire him, I want to take a look at these contracts. Okay. Nick Foles, guaranteed $21 million. What? And then we have Jimmy Graham. Why? Why is Jimmy Graham getting this? Why? And then we look at where's he at? I'm missing him. There he is. Andy Dalton. 10 million. 10 million. Now, 1 year ago, the Chicago Bears could have signed Andy Dalton for $3 million. If they liked him so much, Matt Nagy, you could have signed him for $3 million. But you didn't because you really don't like Andy Dalton that much. And why would you? But he comes here for 10 million. That's insane. The moment Justin Fields was drafted, Nick Foles should have been cut. Andy Dalton should not have been signed. No need to waste money. Jimmy Graham should have been cut. We should have kept Kyle Fuller at corner. That would have made the defense even better. And we could have used some of that money on the offensive line. It's a waste of money. So, as far as I'm concerned, Matt Nagy is the number one person that needs to go. Ryan Pace is number two. And I expect Matt Nagy to be fired after this season. He's been an embarrassment. But now back to Justin Fields. Against the Lions, he made some brilliant throws. If he can make those kind of throws consistently, he will be an all pro quarterback. He will be the kind of quarterback that can win games if he can do that. The potential is definitely there. But until he does it, all we have is hope. Hope that he can do it. We don't need Matt Nagy calling the plays because if that's the case, we're never going to see it happen. So hopefully, management told Matt Nagy, you are not allowed to call offensive plays for the rest of this year. Hopefully, that also happened. But with as good as some of the throws were for Justin Fields, as good as some of the play calling was, the Chicago Bears still failed miserably to get the ball in the end zone against the Lions. And that is a problem. Justin Fields had 0 touchdown passes. That's a problem. So I'm happy that they beat the Lions, but in all honesty, the Lions gave the game away in the first half. You get inside the 10-yard line 3 times in a row, and you find incredible ways to turn the ball over, as only the Detroit Lions can do. The Lions gave that game away in the first half. Let's be honest. But the Bears, they won. Congratulations. I'm happy. But it's not like the Bears went out there and just put on a show. That didn't happen. So this week coming up, I would love to see the play calling build upon what they did last week. I would love to see Justin Fields throwing touchdown passes. I would love to see it. And that's what I'm expecting. So, but anyway, I just wanted to make a little video letting everyone know this is not Matt Nagy's decision. He has too much pride, arrogance. He's too sensitive to ever do something like this. This came from ownership, make no mistake about it. So, Justin Fields is the starter. And Andy Dalton, I got to give him credit. I do. Last night, Andy Dalton called Justin Fields and congratulated him, wished him the best, and told him that he will do all he can to help him. That, I have to say, I give you a lot of respect, Andy Dalton, for you to do that. And I know he's being sincere. I know it sucks for him, but I guarantee you Matt Nagy told him, Andy, you already know. If it's up to me, you're starting. But ownership, they own the team. They're over me. And they told me it's Justin Fields' team. Sorry. And Andy Dalton is not a rookie. He understands it's a business. He understands what's going on. And so, good for him. Good for him. So, anyway, Justin Fields is the starter, as he should be. Make no mistake about it. Matt Nagy has done everything wrong this year. I mean, he has done everything wrong you could do. I would fire him today, yesterday, last week. I would have fired him after Cleveland. But the Bears are merciful. That's one thing about the Bears. They will give you every chance in the world to get out of your situation. They really will. That's the one thing about the Bears, and it seems like that's what all Chicago sport teams do. They give their coaches lots of chances to make it right. But unfortunately, most of them just never do. So anyway, Justin Fields, QB1. Let's go.